Okay, so let's. Oh, shall I put my mic on? Hold on. Give me one hippity hoppity second. It's on. Okay, let me just clip it here for a second. So, I love to live vicariously through other people's travels, also because it would probably be quite impossible, not impossible, but really difficult to be able to see everywhere and do everything. So I love to like watch a video or like just hear about other people's travels, and like also it's great to like learn about other people's perspectives. So then I'm like, what's better but then to like figure out like what people are doing, and instead of focusing on us all going places, let's create a, I don't know, a communal memory folder. I don't really know what I'm talking about anymore. And so essentially this whole thing, I don't know if this is going to be a series, I don't know if I'm going to do more, but I'm going to start with one and see how I feel about it. But this is essentially this is what I would do if I went to ... So yeah, so this is what I would do, I guess. So I'm going to start with place that I've been, and so it's kind of summer now, so I feel like people aren't probably gonna go, although people still do. But I'm gonna do, this is what I would do if I went to Dubai, and I kind of will do it like a combination of like things to go and see if you've only been there for the first time, and maybe places that people don't really know about, and like experiences that I would say that you should maybe try out, and maybe ones that you shouldn't. But yeah, come along and see what I tell you to see. So let me set up my screen, because I probably should have done that at the start, and let's get to it. So if you are planning a trip to Dubai, if you've never been to Dubai before, or maybe you have been, and there's things that you've seen like the main things that people see, and you want to see something different, or I don't know, maybe you want to live your touristy moment. Like I've lived in England my whole life, but I love nothing more than to be a tourist around London. So really it's for anyone. So this is just how I would do it. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, so let's start off with the basics here. When you're planning your trip, you already know you definitely probably need to fly on Emirates. Trust me, the service is the best, and usually obviously there'll be a direct flight from whatever your country is to where you're going, and the service is actually immaculate, so I really would recommend it. Even if you're in economy, it's good. So that's the number one. Don't even bother trying anything else. The airport's not too far away from the main area that you're going to visit, so again, you don't have to worry too much. When I went, we knew people who were there, so they came and collected us, but you can easily get a taxi. Dubai is not exactly cheap, but it's fine, like it won't cost you too much, so you can easily get like a taxi or an Uber from the airport and go around. I'm not actually sure if the metro links from the airport all the way into the city. I think it probably does. I only went on the metro once while we were there, but it's like not underground, it's like overground. But it was clean, smooth, so you could definitely do that if you wanted to, but most of the time this hunt was just taking like taxis and cars. In my opinion, things aren't very close by, so you can't like I wouldn't walk from like downtown all the way to the Palm. Like that's pretty far, but if that's your vibe, that's your vibe. But it's really hot in Dubai pretty much like all the time, so I'm not trying to be a sweaty mess, you know what I'm trying to say. Like I just don't think that that's the type of trip that people are going for. But if you've never been to Dubai before, or if you have been and you want to do the touristy things, I do kind of recommend doing the touristy things, because as much as people kind of hate doing the touristy things, or like they think that it doesn't make them authentic, I'm like, hun, you're a tourist, like just go in for it, like just be the tourist, like help. I mean, not that they probably need much help in the economy wise, but like just do the touristy things. Like you may as well just, it's like going to the Eiffel Tower. Like not many people are like like the people who live in Paris are probably not going up there, or same with London, like people aren't going to like visit the Big Ben like all the time. But I say just go in for it and just give it a go. So go up the Burj Khalifa, go and watch the fountain show. I don't know, go to the wheel. I didn't go on the wheel. I don't think you need to go on the wheel, but like go and see it. I don't know. Go to the Dubai frame. Like do all those like kind of I don't want to say cringy because they're definitely not cringy, but like go ahead and like do all those touristy things. Like you literally may as well like go and like visit like the Burj Al Arab. Like I saw it up close, because it's going to come on up a bit later, but also like go to the desert, go on little like boat trip. Our boat trip started at the marina, I want to say, and then by sunset it circled back round to the Burj Al Arab, so you can see at sunset. So yeah, like do those things, like go to the Burj Khalifa, go to the top, like do all of those things. Go to the desert, quad biking in the desert, sand dune like thinging, whatever it's called, really good. Highly recommend doing that as well. Those are kind of like whole full day things, but again, if you haven't been before, those are some really good things. Also, if you have been, apparently you can do this thing where you can like go and sleep in the desert, where it's like they set up this whole like experience, so it's not like unluxurious, it's kind of like glamping, I guess, in the desert. So maybe go ahead and recommend that. But in terms of like when you're doing your planning, like go in and just literally type in like things to do in Dubai, and then you'll find out like the like Visit Dubai will have a page, Time Out will have a page, you know, CN Traveler, like all these places will have a page. And then what I do is I'll go in, I'm just gonna show you, flip my camera around instead of doing the thing. Then what you can do is you can go ahead and like pin things on your, so make a little folder, a little saved folder, and then you can see like Dubai, pretty much like the main parts that you want to visit are all along this like top bit, and you're never really going to go out this way until you hit like the desert, where that's like a whole day trip. For me personally, like if you're choosing it for a place to stay, a lot of people will pick places just because they think that it's like cool and stuff, but or like whatever price, whatever, but I do think you need to think about where you're going to stay. And so I do highly recommend that if you're planning to stay on a resort a lot, which I guess you could do, then maybe visit, like try and stay on the Palm or like Jumeirah Beach area. But my favorite area is definitely, where is it actually? Yes, is to stay in the downtown area. It's like so close to everything, and you could spend hours, if not days, at Dubai Mall and not get tired, or you will not see it all. Like you really will not be able to see it all. So I would go with that. Again, I think you need to have your expectation a specific way when you're going to Dubai. Like it's quite a glamorous trip in the sense that you're not going like around like going into like hidden alley. I mean, you kind of are, but it's like quite it gives like luxurious holiday vibes. It's like go back to your hotel, get changed, come back, like all of those kind of things. But there's so many things you can do. Another thing is to go to the global village, and it's basically like visiting every country all in one go. So give that a go. What else can you do? A lot of people do skydive Dubai, so if you're interested in doing that kind of thing, then give that a go. Other adventurous things other than like doing like dune buggying or going quad biking in the desert, or sand dune surfing. What else can you do? Jet skis. What else? Oh, you can dive in the aquarium. So you can, isn't that insane? Go diving. Ski Dubai is like major as well. So like, do you know what I mean? Like this, you can like make this trip like whatever you wanted it to be. And then food wise, there is so much food, and honestly, one of the main things that there is to do there is like just visit all these different restaurants. And as much as you could just go to Dubai Mall and go to so many, like I went to this Mexican called Tulum. It has a balcony that goes out onto the, like faces out onto Dubai Fountain, so I was able to like watch the fountain while I was eating. But it's so good. But I wouldn't recommend like focusing on that. Like go out, go into the different areas, like go into the souks and like find little like little restaurants and things to eat. Give it a Google search, check TikTok, go on, watch YouTube videos. I'll probably put a few screen grabs of some YouTube videos that come up when I quickly do a quick search, and maybe insert a few little TikToks or like direct you to some TikToks, and you can have a look that way. Again, the same thing I would always recommend is don't overly plan your itinerary, because you will get tired and you'll also get annoyed if you don't hit the things that you want to do. So I would recommend mapping out specific areas. So for example, when you look at the map, if you go onto like a map of Dubai and then you go, okay, how about this day we focus on downtown area, this day we focus on like Palm area, and like find things that you want to do there, because there's so many things that you can do. Why do I keep saying that's actually really annoying me now, like why I keep doing that. But yeah, there's so many different viewing points in Dubai that you can go to. You don't have to go to one. Another major thing to do is, I think people always forget about like scents and spices and stuff, and you can, when if you go into the souks and stuff, and not even just in the souks, there's so many perfume houses and places like that that you can crop up and go and look at. I forgot to say, when you're looking at the adventure sports, they have a whole water park, and again, like you can go to the beach. They do have like theme parks and stuff that you can go to if anybody is interested in doing that. They also have quite a few museums, so if that's something that you're interested in, they've got some really quirky art museums, and I believe they've opened a MoMA in Dubai now, or if they haven't opened it, they will be opening it. So if you're interested in art, or if you're interested in history, then you can do that. You can go to the Etihad Museum. They used to do dinner in the sky. I saw some people do dinner in the sky in Dubai. I don't know if they're still doing that, but take a look, have a look. You can visit the Blue Mosque. You can visit like other markets. They have like a floating market where you like go on this little boat and you can go across it, and it's supposed to be really fun. There's the Aura sky pools, but also a major thing is literally just like visiting different hotels. Like you can go to the Atlantis, but then they open that other Atlantis where Beyonce performed at the top, and it's like right next door. And these hotels have really good restaurants in them too. Like for example, we went to this, I think it was a Turkish restaurant in Atlantis, like the main one. It was so good. The kanafe was so good there, and the service was impeccable. And the like, I know like it's a bit cliche, but like the aesthetics, like if you're interested in like taking pictures to like capture your memories and stuff like that, I know people look down on that, but I'm not somebody who does. I'm like, if that's you, then that's you, like go ahead. So these restaurants are like so pretty. I went to this restaurant at the Four Seasons called Koya. I don't want to it wasn't bad, it was just too loud in there for me, and I'm not in Dubai they allow you to smoke inside, and that's not really my vibe. So there was like a bit of that going on, and I automatically, as soon as somebody smokes near me, I, even not trying to be rude, I'll just start having the urge to cough, like I don't know why. So that's not good. And like, did I mention the music was so loud in there? Where else did we go? Oh, we went to afternoon tea at the Burj Al Arab. Now, it's so pricey, but I feel like maybe a lot of people don't go there and don't do it because there wasn't that many people there when I was doing it. And it was so fun. Spent like 3 hours there. It's on like the second level, so it's kind of like mezzanine to the reception area, and they have this amazing fountain that goes off inside once every hour, and you can like look up and see to the top. But I just had the most fun like drinking my tea, eating. It's like a not a traditional afternoon English tea, so they could tell that I was from England, so they were asking like, oh, how does this compare to like afternoon teas in England and stuff like that. And they were like, yeah, because we were trying to do something a bit different. I was so full after that, to be honest, but it was so good. Again, very pricey. A lot of people maybe don't go there because of that, but I had such a good time, and you do get so full. So if this is something you're wanting to splurge on, I definitely would say that that is a good thing to do, and it's really like locked up in my memory there. They have floor to ceiling glass windows. We were sitting near one of them, and we were looking out onto the entrance that comes to the little island that the Burj Al Arab is on, so we could see like all the people that were coming in, either to go to the beach club or people who were staying in the hotel, and you could like see like the valet and stuff like that, and it was a great people watching spot. So if that's your vibe, definitely do that. Oh, and at Dubai Mall, when you exit Dubai Mall, you've got the fountain. Let's say when you exit, it's on the right, you can cross over this little bridge, and then when you cross over the little bridge, there's like this little indoor market type thing, and upstairs in that they have the time out market, food market, so maybe good place to try little drink. It's good for snacking. I wouldn't eat dinner there. If you're in Dubai, you may as well go full out and have I say proper restaurants. You can book like good restaurants. You can go to, that Greek one where you smash the plates. They had some amazing ones where it's like over the water. I can't remember which hotel that was at. Not the Four Seasons. I can't remember. But they've got like some major Michelin star restaurants as well. I know they have a branch of C'est La Vie in Dubai as well, but also don't miss out on just eating some normal food. They have like Cheesecake Factory, and they have like a lot of, I'm personally, doesn't matter for me, but if you, for example, need to eat halal, you can eat pretty much anywhere in Dubai. Like all the meat and everything that's sourced will be halal, most likely. So you can like go to McDonald's and just eat like McDonald's or like whatever it is. But I do think that instead of going to these chains, go to some independent like restaurants and stuff that you can't get in other places, just because it will be worth it. And again, I think coffee shop and cafe culture is really, really big, and there's a cute coffee shop or a cute coffee shop or a cute cafe around every corner, kind of like in a lot of places now. So maybe just don't go to the traditional like Starbucks or like Pret or like whatever, and try something different, and try going to like some independent ones, or maybe some chains that are local to Dubai. Same with like explore your taste buds. Like, I'm sorry if you have a peanut allergy or like any type of nut allergy, because baklava and all of baklava, however you say it, is one of the best baklavas I've ever had is in Dubai. And like have chai, they have like they source really good spices. I don't know if they actually grow them in Dubai. I assume not, just because of the like temperature and stuff, but I don't know, maybe they do. I don't know about their export and importing, but I really would recommend doing all of that. Oh, I forgot to say, maybe go on a camel ride. Camel riding would be cool. A lot of places it will just be like looking at like pictures, like looking at pictures, like we're just walking around and stuff. I saw a lot of people running around Dubai Marina. Now the marina I think is kind of like a lot of tourists will easily find themselves drawn to there. I wouldn't stay there, but I would visit it. If you're interested, definitely give it a go. There's like so many things, like there's like theme parks. You can go to the view of the palm. I told you there's diving and stuff. There's that place where it's like a slide where you like sit on that thing and then you slide down, so maybe give that a go. Museum of the Future, I forgot about that. It's like this abstract thing, and it's got like Arabic writing in it. It's like a cultural landmark. It's like an architectural landmark, and it's actually a museum inside, and it's just like along the main highway. And really cute. If you're interested in going to a library, they've got a library there. I told you the Aura Sky Pool, which where is it actually? Like it's which it's in one of the towers, the Palm Tower at the Palm Jumeirah. So it looks out onto the Palm. So that's another place where you can see the view. So maybe you could skip out on going to the view, and instead of going to the view point, you just go to the water pool, and it will be the same. It's giving the same vibes as if like people who go to Marina Bay Sands. So there's that. They also have Expo City in Dubai that they hold they held in 2020, and I think they still have a museum there that you can go to. So there's many things you can do. Dubai is definitely more of a chill holiday, not like you like racing around and stuff like that, but do not be mistaken, like it can get super crowded, especially during like sunset or like golden hour or sunset times. Like the Burj Khalifa viewing point is really busy at that point. Around Dubai Fountain, at like the show times, very busy. So I did the thing where we booked a restaurant spot, like I said. So we booked one of the restaurants that had a balcony from the mall that overlooked onto the fountain, so you can do that so that you don't have to like stand in the crowd, and you can just like watch it from the side. And you have a much more comfortable view because you can only be in the restaurant, obviously, if you have a booking or you have a table. So there's that. What else is there? Price wise, it's pretty much similar to how like I would say like any major popular city is. I wouldn't say that food's cheap or much more expensive than if you were buying in London, for example. Tax return, if you're interested in shopping, tax return's not very good. What is good, however, is the availability of products. So if there's things that you can't get in other countries, you might be able to get them in Dubai without too much issue, to be honest. Like I went to the Hermes shop, and that's what I'm going to say about that. Yeah, what else is there? I think that's all I want to say. Like, I'm just saying, like, one thing I do want to say is you should have an initial checklist of things before you even determine whether you're going to book a trip, and that is to check visa entry requirements. So like, for example, if you're a UK citizen and you're going to Dubai, we don't need a visa, so it's really easy, but that might not be the case for you, so check that one out. I would also check political climate, just because you don't want to get anything wrong. A lot of people, there's been discourse about Dubai being strict and stuff, but to be honest, like, every country has their rules. Like, I don't understand why people get so vexed, like, oh, like, it's so strict, like, la la la. Just follow the rules of the country that you're in. It's like, for example, in Dubai you're allowed to smoke inside, but here you're not. If someone sees you smoking inside, you get in trouble, but there you don't. So, but if we were, as a resident of the United Kingdom, if we see someone smoking inside, we're like flabbergasted, like, why, how dare somebody think that they can do that inside, la la la. So it's like the same kind of thing. Like, if they have a rule, they have a rule, they have it for a reason. You follow the rule, otherwise you don't visit the country. That's what I say. Anyway, so yeah, maybe just check up on some of the laws. You don't want to be accidentally breaking one, and I think that a lot of times the cases I've seen recently, it's been because people weren't aware of a law and then something bad happened. So check that one out. In terms of hiring a car, to be honest, I wouldn't, but you could if you wanted to. I know that there's a lot of properties available on Airbnb as well nowadays in Dubai. I just like the service of staying in a hotel, but maybe if you're going in a big group, you could get a little villa. That would be cute, but I would just stay in a hotel. And as much as people want to, I think unless you have young kids, I wouldn't stay in like an all-inclusive resort type vibe, because then you're missing out on going to all these fun restaurants and like going out to the souk, going out into the mall, going out into the city, going to the different neighborhoods and seeing like what restaurants and stuff they have, because then you'll probably just be thinking, well, I've paid for this, let me just eat at my hotel or whatever. So I wouldn't recommend that. I would say just either get like a bed and breakfast type hotel, or just get room only and then go out and about into the city. If you're well located, like if you pick a hotel that's in downtown, then that's really easy. Then I would definitely say just get room only. You can hop, skip, jump. There'll be a cafe, a restaurant, something. Like there's always something. Like people got to eat in these like anywhere, so there'll be places to eat. I would also check what time of year you're going. Obviously, Dubai is a Islamic country, so if you're going during Ramadan, like be aware, like they might have like specific times where they're not open. Again, if people are praying 5 times a day, there might be times when they're closed. It's like siesta in Spain. Like be aware that they might be closed on certain days. Again, clothing wise, make sure that if you're going to, for example, if you're visiting a mosque, that you're wearing the appropriate clothing, because otherwise they're not going to let you in, obviously. Like that's just common sense to me. I don't know why people are so outraged. Like it's like if you're going to a Buddhist temple in, I don't know, Japan or in Thailand, like you can't go in if you're not dressed appropriately. Again, I don't understand why people are so flabbergasted about stuff like that. Like, it's literally common sense. What else? Oh, adapters. This is not something you need to think about before you book the trip, but just check your electrical appliance adapters, because they take the same. I know in Dubai they take the same 3-pin plug that they take in England. So my Dyson did work in Dubai, but if you take it elsewhere it might not. And if you're from a different country where you don't have a 3-pin plug, there might be something you can think about. I think you have to have a 6-month validity on your passport to enter Dubai. Check the weather, because if you're not somebody who handles heat very well, the heat in Dubai is like, in Punjabi we call it the key heat, which is like really like sharp and like kind of like needles hitting you, because it's really quite something. Language wise, you shouldn't really have a problem. They speak a lot of English, but you could pick up on some Arabic words like saying hello and thank you. I think that's just polite, to be honest. That's just like being normal. But again, most people speak English, and it's quite a diverse place in the sense of it's kind of a man-made city, so a lot of people have come there. So there's particularly a lot of expats who live there now. So there's a lot of people from the UK, from America, for example. I don't want to say they live there for tax reasons, but they might. I don't know. But also from a lot of Asian countries, people are there. So a lot of different faces to meet, so you might be able to see. But if you're like staying in any hotel or anything, as long as you speak English, you should be good. If not, use a translation app. It's really not that difficult. I went to Japan speaking absolutely 0 words of Japanese, barely being able to say hello and thank you and sorry. So there's that. I would always, this is just like a normal safety precaution thing, just have like an emergency thing. So make sure you always have Dubai is a really safe place in the sense of like they do not tolerate like thievery and stuff like that, but any country that you're in, you need to be careful. So it's always a point to be vigilant, let people know where you're going, make sure your phone is charged, make sure you keep your personal belongings as close to your person as possible. Have emergency contact numbers available, so you know like how to contact the police, etc., whenever you need to. I think that was just me doing some public service there and just letting you know of like the things that you should do. So yeah, if I feel like I could have literally done like a day 1 do this, day 2 do this, day 3 do this, but the point is like I don't know what you want to do. So if I was to roughly make up an itinerary of the day personally just for myself, let's say I arrived, I don't really remember the flight times. I actually have a friend who goes to Dubai quite often, so she knows like the flight times from England to Dubai, and like she knows like if it leaves England at this time, it will arrive in Dubai at this time. So let's just say, for example, it arrives in the morning-ish, and there's a 5-hour time difference between England and Dubai, but let's just say you arrive at 10 o'clock in Dubai. by the time you get out of the airport, you get to your hotel, they allow you to check in, all of that. On that first day, I would try and be really chill, really relaxing, enjoy your hotel if you have a nice one, maybe head out in the local area you're staying in. Again, I personally would prefer to stay in downtown area, but if you do want to stay on a resort, head over to the Palm. And so if you're in the Palm area, enjoy the beach, but if you're in the downtown area, I would head to Dubai Mall at that point, get a little snack, get a little coffee, really chill, really relaxing. Maybe watch Dubai Fountain the first night you're there. Get some restaurant bookings in early, especially that Greek restaurant where you break the plates. That gets booked up really quickly. The second day, again, not trying to do too much, but just trying to enjoy the city. So I would maybe visit some of the souks and go to like the different areas that have like markets, and like, you know, the gold souk and the market with the floating market thing with the boat, that not the floating market, you go on a boat to the market, that's what I meant to say. So head over there, then maybe head back to your hotel or whatever, and then you can go to the marina in the evening. If you're interested in doing a boat trip, then mix the marina and the boat trip in at the same time because they're close to each other. So head over to the marina, walk around a little, go on the boat. It's like sunset cruise. So sorry, I don't know what this hand action is. So this is all day 2, by the way. Go sunset cruise, you see the like skyline of Dubai from the side, whatever. You come back to marina, you can walk around the marina at night, maybe grab some food, head back to your hotel, or if you enjoy nightlife, then do that. That's not really my vibe, but if that's yours, then that's yours. Day 3, let's just say this is only a 5-day trip to Dubai, but you probably will be there for longer. I would probably go to the desert on this day just because it's nice and solidly in the middle of the trip. I would give a whole day to the desert, even though it doesn't necessarily take the whole day, and then come back and have dinner in Dubai Central. Maybe head to the mall or like downtown area and eat there. Or like I said, if you do manage to get a booking at one of the hotels, really good, highly recommend. If you can get one, go ahead and do that. Then day 4, go ahead and go and do some cultural things, I would say. So like see like maybe the Museum of the Future, or if you want to go to the mosque, then go to the mosque. Or if you want to see, like, they have like museums for kids and stuff which are really like interactive, so if you've got children, maybe do that. And then I would probably that evening go to Global Village for sure. Why is my nose itchy? Sorry. Go to Global Village. And then the next day, maybe, I don't think I've said yet, but keep it really chill, really relaxing. I told you that's the whole theme of this whole trip. Maybe if you're interested in doing Ski Dubai, go ahead and do that. Or if you're, I don't know, interested in doing a bunch of other things that maybe you didn't get time to do on the first day, so like if you want to visit the souks again and buy, like, go and see some more souvenirs, more like gold or silver or perfumes or spices, go do that. If you didn't get to see the mall properly, did I say Dubai Mall has an ice skating rink? So maybe you could do that. If you didn't get to see the mall properly, go back there again. What else could you do? There's so many things, but basically the whole thing is that in the evening at sunset time or golden hour, you're going to go to the Burj Khalifa and go up there and look at it if you're interested in doing that kind of thing. If you're interested in going to the beach, make sure you give time for a beach day, or if you wanted to go to the water park, then leave time for a water park time. Yeah, see, that I basically have just I have just planned your whole trip, really, haven't I? I think I have. Yeah, so I hope that this like sit down little chatty rambly thing, listen, if you actually want an itinerary and you tell me what your general vibe is, so what I need to know is basically how long you're going to be there for, what your general vibe is, what type of trips you like, and also what type of trip you want this specific trip to be. I can actually solidly make a really relaxed itinerary where it focuses on specific areas but still leaves you time to, like, if you stumble upon something, you can just do it and not too worried about straying away from your normal trip. Like, it's okay for plans to change, so don't have an itinerary that's too rigorous, too strict, but one where you have like a general rough plan, so you're not like, oh, what do we do? It's like, okay, we know that this day we're going to visit like Old Dubai, or this day we're going to visit like Marina, or this day we're going to go to the desert, or this day we're going to like do these activities, so that you know that this is roughly what I'm doing. But if I'm in old Dubai and I like it, I can stay there for a little bit longer before heading somewhere else. Or maybe I get there, it's a bit too busy, a bit too hot, I'm not really feeling it today. It's easy for me to change, chop, let's go to the next place. So if you comment that, happy to write an itinerary for you. Happy to do it for free. So, okay, bye.